Greetings and welcome everybody to Game 3 between Michigan State and the University of Virginia, hailing from Charlottesville, Virginia. Now, the Spartans, they definitely have a good opportunity here to scratch off another in that what would be their first win of their Nationals appearance this year. That'll be a contest against the Virginia Cavaliers, who are definitely in contention for winning their pool. And as we've seen, the Spartans have competed against Notre Dame as well as UCLA and now have Virginia. So it'll be interesting to see what the Spartans do in terms of returning their momentum to their team and who brings the energy and who is excellent as we're coming towards the close of day one, remarkably, of the National NCVF Final, which, as we've discussed and many of you know, is taking place at the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona. With that, we'll step away just quickly before we have the Cavaliers and the Spartans coming to you live in right around 10 minutes, so the 2 o'clock hour or 5 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. So, we've got the Cavaliers and the Spartans. We've got the green and white against the orange and blue, and we've got Charlottesville against East Lansing. A couple different ways of looking at it here as we're beginning Game 3, the final game for both of these teams of group play. So that's where we're at before power play tomorrow, and then bracket play on Saturday. the Spartans, it'll be a mix of a few different things, but number one, the A1 priority is their ability to serve it accurately, and then comes what I would make out to be their ability to communicate and space the floor effectively. John Locke will be in the game at first, here live. And then as well, it'll be Gullins, Edelman, Jocelyn, Murphy, Wyatt, and Patel. And realizing that Locke might not be in the game initially is my thought process here. And indeed, as you can see, he's over there with one of the officials kind of hamming it up a little bit. So we'll get a closer look at, and as you still see there, he's messing with one of the officials. But we'll see what goes on here as we continue on. Live from Phoenix, Arizona, and particularly the Phoenix Convention Center. It's the Cavaliers and the Spartans as we begin things. The Spartans are 0-2, and if they could notch just one win, they look a whole lot better in terms of their predicament going forward. We're set and ready to go here, folks. It's Mikey Wyatt, the freshman setter hailing from upstate New York, ready to get things going. Wyatt sends it away, where it's Michael Ackley who initiates for the Cavaliers. There's a drive that's taken on by the Spartans. Jocelyn rolls it down in there where Ackley picks it up. And then one that Wyatt catches. What a play by him. Gullins hits that one with the lower palm, and clearly it comes off low into the net, giving way to a 1-0 Cavalier lead. So it's 1-0. The orange and blue lead this one, and they'll be back to serve, where it's Soren Andrews. Murphy holds on to it. Gullins falls back into the crowd. Now it's around the Cavaliers, but the Spartans are up to the challenge. Jack Heavey, the 6'5" outside, blocks that one, or rather has that one blocked. So now it's (1-1). This one deep in there where Heavey picks it up. Wow! That one is slung right into the corner there where the Spartans had no look at it. 2-1 Cavaliers. Definitely a quick start in terms of putting balls down in the back two quadrants for both of these teams, the Cavaliers and Spartans respectively. Gullins looking for it. That one slicing and missing wide. 3-1 Virginia. Jocelyn. Now it's Wyatt. He'll have to dig it out right there at the net. He can't. Edelman tries. It's 4-1 Cavaliers as they have put the Spartans in incredibly tough places to begin this one. It'll be Heavey, the 6'5", outside, back here. Now Wyatt has to dig it from underneath the net once more, and that gives way. It's 5-1. That one by Heavey just dives there over the top and falls in front of Wyatt, so it's 6-1. Early here, the Cavaliers are picking on 18 Mikey Wyatt. Jocelyn back to save. He slides off the floor. That's a wondrous effort play, but comes up short there. So 7-1. The Cavaliers up big here in set one. Patel, that's his first touch. Now he rises, fires. That one's blocked right down to the floor and right on cue. It's a timeout called by Sante Pirelli. 8-1, the Spartans are in a deep hole that's deepening by the second. We'll take a quick break, but this has been Brian Rector thus far on MCV TV. So, allow yourselves to come back for this one, as now it's 8-1 and Jack Heavey is back to serve away for the Cavaliers. Murphy takes, he's dependable. Jocelyn looking and knifing through, just missing. So it's 9-1 Cavaliers. Heavey with a jump serve again. This one long and away. It's 10-1, as that is certainly a rare mishandling of a receive or reception, as it were, from Murphy. Back set, Gullins, he is one who you look to earn a point. Patel blocks. Now it's around, this one, Malachi Dwyer. That'll miss though, and the Spartans earn one, a well-needed point. So to say, it's 10-2. Murphy, that one's in there, Connor Duran. Virginia swings hard from the outside. That was Doran. Now it's 11-2. John Hitt, the 6'4" athlete for the Cavaliers, sends that one away as the Spartans and Gullins had missed the antenna there. It's 12-2. Wyatt, Locke, off speed with that one. He has a high IQ at the net front. Gullins and Locke. Locke sliding over. Blocking is Patel. Now it's the Spartans. That one might just find its way down. It does. Gullins came at it with a tip shot there. It falls just inside the line. And checking in will be Daniel Malinowski. It's hard to miss him. He's at 6'9", and certainly he'll be in there trying to win some of the net front points that Michigan State has been able to earn thus far. Gullins. Now outside, cross court, Gullins sliding away from it. He gets a hand, but that was too hard to handle. 13-3 we go. Patel rising and missing. He had a good look there and could not quite finesse it to just inside the line. It's 14-3. We've crossed the midway point here of set number one. Between the Spartans and Cavaliers, we've got the Cavaliers running away. 14-4 here, and Urvil Patel. That one spinning nicely. Heavey picks it up. Now it's Gollins, ranging back Patel. Then Murphy. Surveying. That one's down. And it's Dwyer, who stands at 6'6", absolutely ripping one. 15-4. Wyatt, 2-tempo, outside to the 5 lane for Jocelyn. Murphy checks out of the game, where into the game once more is Keenan Edelman. Clearing is Austin Turner before it's ripped there, cross court by Heavey. That one misses. It's 15-6. If the Spartans can work a little bit more of the magic, they'll find themselves right back within striking distance. Jocelyn blocks, though he crosses the net line, they say. It'll be 16-6, and that's a shame because that was a good block by him, and he certainly was in good position until that secondary move to cross the line. Jocelyn passes on target. Gollins, no issue for him as he knifes one right there through the zone. 16-7. The block there from the Spartans, good enough, but it caroms out of bounds, 17-7. The Cavaliers have 8 to go here. They definitely made a long trip in here. I'd imagine the flight's about 6.5 hours, just as the Spartans was right at 4. Murphy keeps it up. It's blocked again by the Cavaliers. Wyatt back set. Now it's Patel. That one driven and falls right home. 17-8. Edelman. Oh, look at him. Bring the arm back, drawing it like an arrow. It's blocked, though. And it's a point Cavaliers. (18-8) here on MCV TV. This is Brian Rector coming to you live with finals action. That one spun long. It's 19-8 here. The Cavaliers in the driver's seat. And Heavey back to serve. Murphy sets it up. Now, Patel. Gollins looking for it. Murphy gets it up again. The Spartans hoping that that one was a point, but they say it just finished long. It's 20-8. Murphy, he hammers that one, and that supplies a little bit of energy for the time being. Look at the way that dives just as it reaches the high point of the net into the front third for the Cavs. Gullins, now it's ranging back high in the rafters. Can they get to it? No. It's 19-11, and Murphy has a good chance here. He finds a way to get it there. It's driven. That one done effortlessly. Jocelyn tries to catch up to it and cannot. Wyatt to the outside, running the lane, Patel. That one misses. 21-11. Patel. That one misses long as well. 22-11 here. MCV TV, this is Brian Rector. The final game of the green agenda here today, but don't worry folks, we'll have all three of the white games in a row. Net front competition here. The Cavaliers have it. Patel skies and blocks through the middle of TV. Gullins, what an angle for him to work off the backhand there. So the officiating crew says it crossed the antenna. Paul Gullins is pleading his case. Unhappy with that one. So it looks like it'll be 23-12. Here, as we're taking a short break, we'll take a charge timeout. This is Brian Rector, live on MCV TV. Back in action here out of the timeout as that one sails definitely on the server for the Cavaliers. That was Austin Turner. .23-13 here. Patel, that one just misses. Now it looks like he had a great angle there, but it's 24-13 now, as Patel had missed. Locke, he's rejected. That's the end of set number one. Turn right back was John Locke. It's 25-13. The Cavaliers win. So we're headed to the second here as a part of this one. Game number 3 as a part of Michigan State's A-team schedule. They've lost the first set here against Virginia, 25-13, where now there will be a second set of action after a short break. Soren Andrews set to go as he fires that one away. Second tempo to the outside with Jocelyn. Blocked. The Spartans win the initial point here. That's a good sign. They typically close out strong whenever they begin strong. So there was the first. Now it's Wyant. He takes over serving here. Now the Spartans win again after blocking Austin Turner. Wyant there. Outside. Turner gets one to go. Good recalibration by him, figuring out the block and finessing, or rather, flaming one right in there. Murphy takes it on initially. Wyant sets it up. Jocelyn, patented roll. Here go the Cavaliers. They know how to move in transition, quite unlike their Tony Bennett-led basketball squad. That being said, that has very little applicability, as now there's a tip shot that falls for the Cavaliers. 2-2 here. Murphy digs it out again. Jocelyn, that's blocked, or at least held up. There, through the middle, it's Daniel Malinkowski. 3-2, and really, if you're the Spartans, it's hard to defend against that, especially when John Locke, the 6'6 athlete for the Spartans, is out of the game. To the outside, Gollins blocked. That one falls. Austin Turner rejects. Now it's 3-3. Jocelyn now away to serve. That one floats right there where Austin Turner collects. Now it's Wyant, then Jocelyn. Held up there on the net. Edelman pulls it off. Jocelyn forwards this one over. Look at the way they go. It's deep and back beyond the net there. Four 3 here as that one flew beyond the net to where nobody could go and reach it. Jocelyn. Now it's driven by Patel, last touched by the Cavaliers and finishes out of bounds. 4-4. This is a different Michigan State team from the one we saw in set one. Murphy, that was a huge blow. Failing to pick that one up was Murphy, so it's 5-4 the Cavaliers by 1. Jocelyn, now Wyant, back sets Gollins. That one rolls off the net. The Spartans pick it up again. Patel missing. 6-4 here, just like that. The Cavaliers have picked up 2 to distance themselves by that margin. They give one right back off the errant serve. Now, head coach Pirelli for the Spartans is up and conversing. Gollins sends it in there. Unorthodox play there from the Cavaliers. It's worked over the net top and now is struck down, so it's 7-5. Patel scoops one there. Good play by him. It's 7-6. This one certainly highly contested compared to the last one. Patel drives that one deep. The Spartans have it. What a play off the backhand there by Locke. Seven here. So, with that, we're having a conversation between officials about what to do as it relates to that last point. The Spartans and Cavaliers are taking a short time out, but we'll be right back in just a few. Patel sends this one deep into the Cavaliers zone. Out they come with it. Murphy. There it's Jocelyn. That one falls. 8-7 here, and now it'll be Patel. Jocelyn. Now it's Wyatt. Garlands rips that one right off the block. It's 9-7. Now a timeout goes by way of the Cavaliers. This has been Brian Rector live on MCV TV. We'll take a short break and come right back with the end of set number 2. Urville Patel initiates here. Though it's the Cavaliers returning fire, that one sent down by Jack Heavey. He's certainly been methodical about it and has picked his spots and chosen, more often than not, the right choice. Wyatt, now it's Gollins. That one sent right back over by Jackson Stoner. It's 9-9, the Cavaliers draw even. Stoner back to serve. Wyatt, Jocelyn. Now it's up to the outside for the Cavaliers. Ripped down the line. That one was certainly close. Now it does go to the Cavaliers where it's 10-9. Head coach Pirelli has had a fit with the officiating crews here today. He throws the folder that he was holding on to and takes a seat. 11-9 now, Cavaliers, as Coach Sante picks up his folder and sits back down. Patel, now Wyatt sets up Jocelyn. That one negotiates the block and drops right behind. 11-10, so the Spartans are still right where they want to be. John Locke away to serve. Jocelyn, There, that one dodged by the Cavaliers. Cross court held up by Locke. Jocelyn working the line. Wow. That was certainly one of the longest rallies we've had of the day. Now it's 11-11. The Spartans come out with one there. Fittingly enough. Patel holds it up. Now he goes again. Austin Turner, cross court. That one misses. So 12-11, the Spartans continuing to compete. Locke, that one misses. 12-12 here. So, errant on the serve were the Cavaliers, giving way to the Spartans and Mikey Wyatt. This one spinning long from Malinkowski. 14-12, the Spartans, don't look now, lead by 2. Wyatt misses right there into the center of the mesh. 14-13. It'll be a challenge now for him to be able to keep his composure, but it seems as if he might, given that he's been able to all year. Wyatt, there, Edelman sends it right down. 15-13, and Jocelyn back to serve. The Spartans have to win one here. Wyatt pokes it up there. Murphy now outside. Patel, that one spinning, he'll miss. So the Spartan run comes to an end there. It's 15-14. They still lead by 1. Edelman nudges one right over there. That's a point that goes to the Spartans. 16-14 here. The Cavaliers surveying, then trying an attack. That one's blocked and out of bounds. 16-15. Here is the Cavaliers win. Outside, Gollins rips one down the seam. Heavey picks it up. At the net there. Gollins tries again, now clears. Gollins has also been persistent, nagging the referees. That does not change right here. He saw it skip off the net and figured it should have been a Spartan point. Nevertheless, 16-16. Patel, that one driven. Held up here by Austin Turner. Now out of bounds, point Cavaliers. And a timeout called right here, live on MCV TV. This has been Brian Rector saying we'll step away shortly. Gollins forwards it over as now we're back in play. Murphy here, then Jocelyn. That one driven off the head of a Cavalier and missing. Jocelyn's excited about it for good reason. That ties at 17. Paul Gollins back to serve here for the Spartans. He is definitely one of the more seasoned veterans on this squad, as well as Jocelyn. And Murphy. The Cavaliers look to clear. That one's around. It's 18-17 as it gets down. Trying to hold on here are the Spartans for dear life. They need this one. Locke rips one there. That goes out of bounds. Locke has a good opportunity and strikes. 19-18 here. This one remains as tight as it's been. Patel straight through the zone there and missing long. It's 20-18. Wyatt, now it's Jocelyn. That one skips off a hand. Clark Jocelyn splashes another one. Out of the game goes Murphy. Into the game comes Keenan Edelman. Locke misses low. It's 21-19. That's been an area that for a couple weeks during the year he had certainly fixed, but here today it has not been a bright spot. Gollins retracting, picks it up. Then Patel. Jocelyn. That one negotiates the block somehow, some way. It's 22-19. Edelman reaches back and fires. Now this one curling in there, taken by Gollins. Gollins, that's tipped and out of bounds. The Spartans stay alive at 22-20. Wyatt, his serve taken on by the Cavaliers. The Spartans give one back there as the block by Gollins was not quite enough. It's down to 2 points remaining here for the Spartans, 23-20. And with time expiring, we'll take a timeout and say thank you for tuning in. This has been Brian Rector on MCV TV. It's Heavey. Now his serve misses. Wyant thinks quickly to get out of the way of that one. 23-21. Jocelyn. Now it's up. Here, the Cavaliers. Now it's down. Austin Turner. Jocelyn dives. A fraction behind. The serve there from John Hitt. Paul Gollins gets one to go. It's 24-22. Now, if the Spartans could pull this one off from 2 behind, they'll play a set to 15. Murphy drives one right there. Now it's the Cavaliers, picked up by Jocelyn. Patel, that one's down. So he regains a rhythm there for the time being. 24-23. Patel had a great game 1. Since then, he's been meddling, I would say. At 24-23, we'll take a short break and come right back. It's Murphy here. That one almost ace. The Cavaliers fan on that one. Low into the net. It was Michael Ackley. 24-24. This one is certainly at its most pivotal point. Murphy misses. 25-24 Cavaliers. Now it's off the block. Gollins skips it and down. 25-25. So now we've entered a extra frame where it'll be the first to lead by 2. Gollins. There it's taken by Jack Heavey. Murphy. Impeccable play there. Gollins off speed, held up by the Cavaliers. This one dives. Gollins gets out of the way. To no avail. The Cavaliers win that one 26-25. So now it's game point for the Cavaliers. Murphy, now Wyant, up top, Gollins. The Cavaliers have it. Here they come, spinning. Gollins diving the other way, that one misses. Or rather, does hit. He had missed. So with that, 27-25 is where we conclude set number 2. The Spartans fall to 0-3 on the day after losing to the Cavaliers here. That's the end of Green's Day here today, and as soon as we know more, we'll be posting and active on social media. With that, it's 0-3 and not quite sure what the pathway will look like going forward. With that, we thank you for tuning in. We'll take a break and say the white team is on for 4:30, 6:30, and 8:30, where we will be live coming to you on MCV TV with those. With that, thank you so much. This has been Brian Rector live from the Phoenix Convention Center.